You hear that Spain is handing out up to 12,000 euros per company to go digital, and it sounds almost fake, like one of those EU programs that exists on paper but never reaches real businesses. Then you meet someone who actually got the money, built a website, implemented a CRM, paid nothing up front, and suddenly the question is no longer whether the digital kit is real, but why it worked for some people and completely failed for others. My name is Hector, and I work with freelancers, small businesses, and founders in Spain who want to understand how public money actually moves in practice, not how it is described in glossy government PDFs. The problem with Spain's digital kit is not that it is a scam or a myth, because it is very real, but that it was never designed to be equal, intuitive, or forgiving. It rewarded very specific profiles, punished others through bureaucracy, and quietly closed the door on people who did not understand the rules early enough. Stay until the end. Because once you understand who really got the 12,000 euros and how the system was actually built, you will know whether applying still makes sense for you or whether it is already a waste of time. The Digital Kit is a grant program funded by EU recovery money and administered in Spain to help small businesses and freelancers adopt digital tools. The goal sounds simple. Help companies build websites, improve online presence, implement digital invoicing, CRM systems, cybersecurity, and internal process automation. In practice, the program was not one grant but several tiers, and this is where the first misunderstanding begins. The maximum 12,000 euros was never for everyone. It applied only to companies with a certain number of employees. Smaller businesses had access to smaller amounts, and freelancers even less. This meant that from day one, most autónomos were never competing for 12,000 euros, even though headlines implied they were. Many people felt cheated later, not because the rules changed, but because they never read which bracket they were actually in. The second reality check is that this was not cash handed to you. You never received the money in your bank account. The digital kit works through approved providers, called digital agents, who deliver services and then get paid directly by the government. You receive the service, not the cash. This design filtered people very aggressively. Businesses that knew exactly what they wanted, such as a website, an e-commerce setup, or CRM implementation, moved fast. Businesses that applied just because it was free money often stalled, chose badly, or missed deadlines. Now let us talk about who actually got the grant, because this is where the real pattern appears. The biggest winners were businesses that were already operational, already compliant, and already documented. They had up-to-date tax filings, no outstanding debts with the tax agency or Social Security, and clear legal status. This matters because one of the first filters in the application process is verification through the Agencia Tributaria and Social Security systems. If your filings were late, inconsistent, or incomplete, your application often died silently without a dramatic rejection. The second group that did well were businesses that applied early. The digital kit was officially first come, first served, and while that phrase sounds generic, in this case it was brutally literal. Funds were allocated in waves, and people who waited for clarity often arrived after the money was effectively reserved. This is why you see stories of people who applied quickly and got approved smoothly, while others with identical profiles applied later and were told the budget was exhausted or the process frozen. Another group that succeeded were businesses that worked with experienced digital agents from the beginning. This is uncomfortable to admit, but true. The application process, the selection of services, and the justification of delivery were complex, and agents who had done it before knew how to avoid friction. Businesses that tried to do everything alone often made small procedural errors that delayed or invalidated their application. The system was not designed for trial and error. It was designed for clean, correct submissions. Now let us address the uncomfortable part nobody likes to talk about. Not all digital agents were equal. Some delivered excellent work and handled everything professionally. Others treated the program as a volume game, offering generic websites or services of questionable value just to capture the grant. This created wildly different experiences. Some businesses genuinely improved their digital operations. Others ended up with a mediocre website they did not need just because it was free. So how do you apply? And does it still make sense now? The application process starts with verifying eligibility, which means confirming your company size, activity, tax compliance, and digital maturity score. You then apply through the official platform, choose a digital agent, and select services within your allowed budget. If approved, the agent delivers the service, documents it, and claims payment from the government. You are responsible for using the service and complying with any follow-up obligations, such as maintaining the solution for a minimum period. The most important thing to understand is that timing and profile matter more than enthusiasm. If you are a freelancer with irregular filings or outstanding issues, the digital kit was never designed for you, no matter how much you wanted it to be. If you are a small but compliant business with clear needs, it was almost made for you. Many people ask whether it is still worth applying now. The honest answer is that it depends on which calls are still open, your size bracket, and whether you can move quickly and correctly. The program has evolved, funds have been allocated in stages, and the easiest money is already gone. The digital kit was never a universal giveaway. It was a targeted instrument that rewarded readiness, compliance, and speed. The narrative of Spain giving everyone 12,000 euros was always misleading, and that misunderstanding created frustration for people who were never the intended beneficiaries. The real lesson of the digital kit is not about grants, but about how public incentives work in Spain. They do not reward potential, they reward order. If your paperwork is clean, your business is structured, and you act early, these programs can feel generous. If not, they feel hostile and arbitrary. The people who got the money did not get lucky. They matched the system's expectations almost perfectly, often without realizing it. And the people who missed out were not rejected personally. They simply did not fit the machine at the moment it was handing things out. If you are thinking about future programs like this, the takeaway is simple. Get compliant before you need incentives. Decide what you actually need before you apply. And never assume that free money is designed for everyone, because in Spain, grants do not change your business. They reward the version of your business that already exists.